Hi everyone, and welcome to this little short video on my system. Over here you'll see the main line negative that's going out to the rest of the system, the house, and the common for the geyser. This is the first panel. So negative is here, positive goes out there around to the negative of the next panel. The positive of that panel goes out to the negative next panel. The positives go up here all the way. So this makes this the fourth panel. Goes in there. The positive comes out here, and you follow it here, and then here we have a splitter. So this wire goes to the geyser, and this goes to the fifth panel, and the output of the fifth panel goes to the sixth panel, and the output of the sixth panel then goes onto my solar inverter. So between panel 4 and 5 we have a splitter where we split up the geyser power from the part that continues to the solar. So that is the one series set. The second series set is repetition. We've got panel there, panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, panel 4 here, and panel 4's output then goes through another splitter, and here we've got two wires. This goes to the geyser, and the other one loops back here to panel 5. Panel 5 then goes in series with panel 6, and then panel 6's outputting goes to the rest of the system. The panels I'm using are these Jinkos. Apologies, it's upside down, and that's what I'm using. Over here I have my AC panel, my DC panel, my solar PV fuses are over here, and this is my geyser line that goes to the geyser, the DC. So this is my DC DB, and that's my AC DB, and I'm running a Lux PowerTech 5 kilowatt unit. I've combined it with the CFE battery, but I won't recommend buying this. Unfortunately, my batteries give me hassles, and the supplier just ignoring me to get the silly thing sorted or fixed. It's 3 years now I've been fighting with these guys, so I would like to name and shame them, but unfortunately sometimes that doesn't go well when you name and shame people that cons you out of a ridiculous amount of money. With the money I wasted on this battery, I could have added another 5 of these, or 4 more banks of solar panels like what I have on top there. They really conned me out of this silly thing, and that's what I have on this side. Inside the house, my inner DB looks like this. This is this changeover I showed you in my videos between solar and the bypass from the external supply. I've got an extra switch on my geyser just to cut the power to it totally. If this is in the center, it cuts the power, but as a safety I've got an extra switch. And just like on the relay, the DC comes in one side, gets looped through, and then the output is there so that we don't burn the contacts. This is my AC main from our external supply in case I want to bypass my solar system. This is a little relay timer. When my power fails, I simulate that. I've got an alarm that comes on to warn me that we're in load shedding, so that I know to tell the family not to go ballistic on the solar. As I explained, my battery is useless. To reset it, I press this button, and you'll see the light came on there. When the external power comes on again, the light goes off and we're back. So my switch over between solar and external supply is not a problem, and that's my inverter input, and that's what it looks like inside the house. There's the old house's DB. My house is like 100 years old. It still got old copper ceilings, if you can see that, and wooden floors. So I had to upgrade. As I said, I only moved in here a little while ago. So everything takes time to fix and sort out all the bits and pieces.